Hey guys, it's Brad M73 here, and we're back again with Euro Truck Simulator 2. And once again, I just want to apologize in advance. My nose is still a bit stuffed up, but I'm just doing another quick episode from the last, right after the last one. So we're going to pick right up where we left off. But yeah, my nose is kind of stuffed up a little bit, and I might sound kind of nasally. So if I'm sniffling or coughing or doing whatever, I sincerely apologize. Please forgive me, but give me a like anyway. Please like my videos. Really helps me out, and to get more views and hopefully do more videos. So we're gonna just pick another quick job. We just believe we left off in Dijon, France. So yep. And we're gonna kind of see where we're gonna go here. Where's Metz? Oh, Metz is up there. Well, we haven't been to Metz yet, and it's paying 4,000 euros. So let's go ahead and do that one since it is the most profitable. All right, so we're gonna take that one. And what let's see, I'm trying to kind of think of what I want to do. Oh, we have a new mail. Oh no, we don't. That's probably just see drivers. Let's see, Frankfurt. We are looking for skilled drivers with their own trucks for a large number of deliveries. We offer competitive rates up to blah, blah, blah. Please offer okay. Need money? Yes, we always need money. But yeah, I'd like to get up to about 50,000 euros or so before I buy my own truck. You do kind of make a little bit more money with your own truck. Wait, did I take that job? Yeah, I think I did. We'll find out in just a second. Yep, okay. We gotta turn our lights on. Do we have a beacon? I don't think we do on this truck. Yeah, it seems like once you get your own truck, you know, we'll be making some more money, which is obviously good. Get a turn signal on there, and we probably won't make the green light, but stay green, thank you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Yep, there it turned. Boy, the lights don't stay green for very long in this game. Or maybe it just seems that way because I'm driving a big, heavy, slow truck. But yeah, it doesn't seem to stay long. I like that front mirror, how it's pointing down. That's kind of cool. I wish what is this, a Renault? I think this is a Renault. I think that's the Renault signal. I'm going to feel like a dummy if I if it's not. We don't have many Renault cars here in the United States. I don't know if there's any dealers around anymore or not. There used to be, especially back in the 80s. Oh man, we are going. Oh, there's the speedometer. Just have a tack indicator, and then the speedometer is digital right underneath it. So, okay. Alright, so we're turning left. Let's see, how are we doing? Okay. So we're facing east now. We're going north. Oh, well, thank you, trucker. Seems like lightning strikes are going off, but I think it's the other truckers flashing you to, you know, to turn. Well, that's nice of them. All right, so 70 kilometers an hour. Get over the lane. So we'll get up to 70 and we'll hit our cruise control, and we have 215 kilometers to go, so that's not terribly far. And we will enjoy our night drive. 70, there we go. see here. I kind of like this. I really like this view actually. Just because it gets rid of the dashboard, and you can kind of see a lot more scenery. I do. I do still have the desire to look left or right while still going straight in this view, and unfortunately, it locks your viewpoint, straight ahead. But it's kind of a cool view. And then there's this view. What the heck am I hauling? I think it's like some kind of a smokestack or something. Toll roads. Ooh, everybody loves toll roads, right? I absolutely loathe toll roads. I hate going through. I was in Washington, D.C. last year, and actually I was leaving D.C. and here I had my GPS on my phone, which routed me. I only had like 5 miles to go straight north, and it ended up routing me like east in towards DC, and then north, and then all the way back. So I was literally going like 30, I don't know, it was around 30 miles out of the way just to go 5 miles. And so I was kind of, driving and fighting with my GPS and trying to figure out how to change the route. And of course, I take the wrong off-ramp right onto one of the tollways. And I was so pissed off because there was no side lane. I couldn't just like pull over and like slowly back up the ramp and go the other way. So I was pretty much screwed at that point. And the way the toll booths work is you actually pay at the booth to go down the road, and I had to pay like $2 or $3 just to go like half of a mile to get off the damn toll road. Oh, I was so mad. Oh my God, I was so mad. But there was nothing I could do. I should have just told the guy I didn't have any money. Oh well. You live and learn, water under the bridge, and now I have a pseudo-funny story and warning for those who don't pay attention around toll roads. But no, I hate toll roads. Sometimes it's the only option, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of them at all. I think we only have one toll road here in Ohio. I think it's Interstate 80. I want to say it's I-80. It goes across kind of the northern part of the state. So nowhere near that, thankfully. But I know down in Florida, around Orlando, they have quite a few toll booths. I was down there. Not last year, but in 2011, and had to get used to a toll booth every few miles, so that's just the way it is. I'm driving with my high beams on. I wonder if the virtual cars coming at me get mad when I have my high beams on. Usually, here in the States, if somebody's got their high beams on, you either turn your lights off really quick or you give them a quick flash like that to say, hey dude, you got your high beams on, please turn them off before I go blind and go careening off the road. And but I haven't seen that happen in this game, so the only time I see anybody flash is when you're at a stop sign or traffic light or something, and seems like other vehicles are trying to signal you to make a turn or whatnot, which is nice. And I have to say that you don't see that here as often as I remember it in Europe. But here they pretty much let anybody with a pulse drive, where I believe in Europe you have to go through a fairly rigorous driver's education program to get a driver's license, and it can be quite expensive here. Now I'm going back about 20 years. I hate to say, probably more than that, though I don't really want to admit it. But yeah, way back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth and I took my driving test. Um, we didn't really. They had driving schools. You could actually go to a driving school to kind of gain proficiency and take practice tests for the final written exam, and you drove with a driving instructor who kind of taught you what you'd go through as part of the driving exam. But most of the cost was covered by our local school district. So you paid a small fee. I want to say it was maybe $50 or something like that just to take the class. And the class went on for several weeks. You had a couple weeks of classroom, and then you had a couple weeks of, actually, I think it was about a month of this driving simulator. And the driving simulator was actually kind of, well, I mean, now it's probably like really old school, but back then it was fun, but it was hilarious at the same time. And basically what it was like a mobile home. So it was kind of like a trailer, like a semi truck trailer. And they would come along with the semi truck and they would pick it up and move it to different locations. But man, that bus is like hauling ass. Sorry, guy, I just cut you off, but you can get around me. So the semi-trailer would come and, drop this big simulator bus trailer thing off behind our school, and we'd go out there after school and we would have our simulator classes. And so inside this thing, it was basically 2 rows on either side of the trailer of these kind of like dashboards, like a car dashboard. And I really quick as I'm coming up to this toll booth. I'm not really sure if there's supposed to be a specific. That one's got a car on it and what looks to me like a semi truck above it, but it's kind of hard to tell. So I'm not really sure if these are the correct lanes I'm supposed to be in or what. So anyway, there were these 2 rows of on the left and the right side of the trailers, going down, and then at the back of the trailer there was like a movie screen. And there were probably, I don't know, maybe 12 or 14, maybe 16 simulator units. I want to say 12. That sounds about right. There weren't that many of them. And so you would sit there in the simulator seat and you would have to, you'd hear a guy and he would, oh, now turn, now put the car into drive, or, up at the next turn, make a left. And so you'd have to turn your turn signal on, but you were really just watching a movie. It wasn't, it wasn't like this where you could literally, drive wherever you want. And so you'd watch this movie that was probably filmed back in the late 1950s or early 1960s, or maybe even in some cases the late 60s or early 70s. So in a way, it was kind of nostalgic. And every so often, a car would pull out in front of you, or a kid would go running out in front of you, and you'd have to make split-second decisions to hit the brake and whatnot. And some of the I remember some of the dashboards and the foot pedals didn't quite work properly. So even though you'd hit the brake, you'd still get the demerit for for not hitting the brake. And so that was always frustrating, because instead of getting a better score, you would get a bad grade because you didn't hit the brake when you really did hit the brake. So that was frustrating. And it was kind of, in a way, it was kind of computerized, but there was nothing you could do. I mean, they couldn't correct the sheet because it was all like a computer printout kind of a thing. So anyway, kind of a funny old story. But yeah, it wasn't very expensive to get our license, and once we did that, you did 10 hours or so of driving with an instructor, and again, that was just maybe a small fee, $50 to $100 maybe, and that was really it. and then you went in and you took a written test, and as long as you passed the written test, you could take the driving test with the the official, and if you passed that, you got your driver's license. And all of the classroom wasn't even mandatory. All you really had to do was just go in, take the written test, pass that, and then take the driving test, and you were good to go. Okay, so here we are in Metz. It's at nighttime. Kind of an uneventful, boring drive, but we made it, and we're going to earn some more money. And I see a little question mark there, so we're going to drive past that and see what that is. No, I don't want to go in reverse. Okay, so see up here we got this little triangular sign. I don't know if... Yeah, you can see it at the top right there. And I'm going to make a right turn. I'm just going to see if I get a ticket for this. Oh, I think the light just turned green. Oh well. Maybe we'll try it at the next one if we get the light. Alright, so what is... Oh, it's just a recruitment agency. Yeah. So we will recruit some drivers eventually. We got to get our first truck, and the trick is not borrowing too much money. It can get really your daily expense, because not only do you pay like an interest fee on the money, but you also pay like a daily fee. Maybe that is the interest fee, but it seemed like I borrowed like about $200,000 in my other game, and it was costing me almost $8,000 a day just to borrow that money. So it's kind of like I was barely breaking even. I think we gotta go in here. I was barely breaking even on the on my profits, and luckily, and it was kind of slow going for a while, I finally was able to hire another driver. And I mean, they start off only bringing in like 300 or 400 euros, so not much at all. I mean, it helps a little bit, and usually they only do about one, or I don't know, maybe two jobs a day. And now once they level up, they do actually level up, and you don't choose their skills exactly like you do for your own driver, for your main profile, but you do still, but you don't, when they level up, you have to choose what category you want their skill to be in. So if you want it to be in high value cargo, you have to choose that ahead of time, because otherwise when they level up, they automatically are assigned whatever category you have chosen for them. And so we got 4,000 euros, yay! And we're just shy of level 3. Well, let's go ahead. This is still a fairly short episode, so let's go ahead and just do another job. And we're pretty much limited to doing quick jobs. Let's see here. What's our highest paying? Frankfurt to Kassel. Frankfurt. Let's see. We're in Metz, so where can we go from Metz? Back to Strasbourg and back to Dijon. Well, that's kind of boring. Let's see. Bern to Bern. Bern to Bern. There's Luxembourg. Strasbourg to Frankfurt. Let's see what's up here. Ooh, here we go. Frankfurt to Kassel. Oh, wait. There's nothing up that one. Leipzig, Erfurt, Nuremberg, München, Luxembourg. We'll do Frankfurt to Kassel. It's the most profitable job. We need the money. And I didn't even look to see how much money I had. I think we had 13,000 before, so we just added 4, so we should be up close to 17,000 euros. Yep, 17,100 euros. All right. Well, it should be getting light here soon. Let's see, how do I get out of here? Where am I at? Okay. Got my trailer on the back. What are we hauling? Oh. We are hauling pressure tanks. Okay. Wonder what they're pressurizing. Ooh, there's another question mark. I didn't... Oh, that's right. I'm in a different city. Alright, so we'll unlock... Looks like a dealer. Got 201 kilometers to go. And it is a... What is it? A Valiant? Oh, a Vito. Okay. Oh, I really want to make a right. I want to make a right-hand turn. Wish I do wish in the cities you had more options to drive around, and a little bit larger areas. Just to make it more realistic, more confusing. In cities it can get fairly confusing driving around. Um, Especially I'm sure, maybe delivering cargo. With today's GPS technology, it really takes a lot of that confusion away. Uh, I know some of my relatives just went on vacation, and they're not the most directions savvy people, but they were able to get to where they were going using their in-car GPS in the rental car, and I got to hear multiple stories about it. But even with the GPS software that's available for most cell phones, I've got a Navigator app on my iPhone. I also have well, now I think the new Apple Maps for the iPhone has the built-in turn director, and it's actually pretty good. Except if you're trying to find my home. You will never find my home on Apple Maps, which really pisses me off. And I sent them like about 5 nasty grams telling them, hey, this is this is where my real address is, fix it, and they still haven't, and it's been like 4 months. And it does work on Google Maps, so I've downloaded the app, but I haven't really tried it that much. Oh, we got to get over here. But anyway, yeah, I mean, by and large, Apple Maps is great. I just have no idea why I kind of live off the beaten path, and I know that sometimes depending on if you're using MapQuest or Google Maps or I don't know, Bing Maps or whatever the heck it's called, some mapping programs don't get it right on, but they get it close. But Apple Maps it can't even find the address, and it puts you like 7 miles away from where my home address actually is. So that's incredibly frustrating. But oh well, it's not really that big of a deal. I know where I live, and I don't need a GPS to get there. But no, I did some traveling with it earlier this, back in the fall, and didn't have any problems, and was actually quite enjoyable to use. I just wish they would get rid of that Siri voice. It's a little bit robotic. I know there's other options that are a lot more natural. But anyway, enough about that. Okay, well, the sun's starting to come out. Must be a nice bright sunrise because they're casting distinct shadows. And let's see, 152 kilometers to go. Need to go to Kassel, Hanover, and Erfurt. I know I don't really need to turn my turn signal on, but I did so as a courtesy to others. So let's see, what's my plan here? All right. Yeah, I think as I was saying before, I want to get up to around, I don't know, 50,000 euros, enough to give me a nice buffer for when I buy my first truck. And I also want to gain a couple more levels too, probably, so that I can, you know, I definitely want to be in the, getting up to the missions where I'm making around 10,000 euros or more. And then I'll borrow, probably 100,000, and I'll go off and I'll probably buy a Valiant because they're right around 100,000 euros. Usually just over 100,000, like 105. I think they might even have one that's like only like 100,000, and we can upgrade it as we get more and more money. And we might even buy one that's slightly upgraded too. It's got some a more powerful motor because they start out. I think they're only in the 350 to maybe 400 horsepower range. I want to say it's around 350, 360. So they're not incredibly powerful. So they do take a while to speed up and whatnot. And so we can upgrade the motor on it a little bit and to get some better performance. So we'll turn our lights off since it's kind of funny. The sun is out. We can see the shadows, and yet if you look up in the sky, we can still see stars. Yeah, that never happens. So yeah, we're gonna get our first truck. Um, and yeah, we'll go from there, I guess. Let's see. Oh, where do I have to go up here? I think I had to. Let's see. Where are we going again? Castle? Yeah. We have to get to the right. Okay. It's kind of fun in this game just to kind of use the map. Instead of the GPS, to use the actual map with the M key, and then try to just drive watching the signs. So that's quite fun. So yeah, I'll buy my first truck here in the next couple episodes probably, and then we'll start earning some more money, and then maybe when we get up, maybe if we can earn another 100,000, and I might do a few episodes off the screen. I don't want to do anything major, but I might do a few a few deliveries off screen just to kind of build up my money a little bit. And then let me turn my GPS back on. So I might do that, and then come back right before once I have enough money to buy my second truck and hire my first driver, and so we can discuss that. So that's kind of the plan for now. Yeah, I eventually want to upgrade my garage, maybe buy some more garages in other towns and whatnot. Oh, that's kind of cool over there. Is it maybe a power station? I love these towers. There's like these big radio towers. We don't really have radio towers at all like that here. They're just the typical, not really wireframe, but very simple towers. I noticed in Germany there's also like a lot of like towers in the cities. I've noticed that in this game, and I do somewhat remember it from my when I had traveled to Germany before. There would be like a kind of like in Berlin, just as an example, you have the TV tower there, And I noticed that there's a lot of other similar towers, not as big as that one, but there are others, some other similar towers in other cities throughout Germany that have towers you can go up, and they might have a restaurant in them or something like that. There's a name for them, and I cannot remember off the top of my head what they call them. I'll have to, if somebody can post in the comments what those things are called. I want to say they're called like Euro towers or something like that. I might be wrong, and that might sound completely stupid because to me, for some reason, it sounds wrong, but I cannot really remember. So if someone knows what those are called, please let me know. I kind of like to look them up and just out of curiosity, see how many there are and things like that. So we'll get here to Castle. I don't think we've been here before, and we'll do like a quick we'll do like a quick run around the town because there's probably a dealer, maybe a recruitment agency to unlock. And the more recruitment agencies you can unlock, especially early on, I think it gives you access to more drivers. So that's definitely a good thing. And the drivers start out pretty pathetic. Sometimes they only have like one skill. Sometimes they might have two. Sometimes they might have three, but usually they have like one maybe. So you might get one with like, fragile cargo or high value cargo or something like that. And wait, why am I? Oh, I thought I was making a right there. But yeah, they're generally pretty sad, right off the start. And just like our, oh man, I have to wait for I should have stayed behind the log truck. Oh great. Go. Go! Before I get a ticket. I better not get a ticket. I was out in the intersection. Okay, good. I was gonna get mad if I got a ticket. Okay, it's another recruitment agency, so that's all right. So yeah, they start when they start off, they're not very good. I mean, they're going to be at low levels. They kind of have like a rating number assigned to them, kind of a thing. I don't know if once we make this delivery, I don't know if we can actually go in and look at the recruitment agency before we actually have a garage. I don't think you can, but we'll try. But each driver has a rating, and as the rating goes up, it gets better. They get better. They just have more skills, and they obviously earn more money. And but like even the worst ones are usually they say it's like a 0.8, and then the next ones up are usually like a 1.7. And I literally have no clue what. There doesn't seem to be like a correspondence between what the rating is and what their skill is, because sometimes they'll add a skill but their driver rating doesn't go up. So I don't know if that just means they're becoming a better driver. Come on, you slowpoke. I don't know if they're becoming a better driver or really what's going on. So and the manual doesn't, there is a PDF manual. I finally found it on my hard drive because I was trying to look through the Euro Truck Simulator 2 folder, and I did actually, finally find the game manual, and it's there ain't much to it. It's about 12 pages of very, very basic information. I'd say most of it is covered by the little tutorial, the in-game tutorial. So, yeah, not much to. Ah! Well, I almost took out my trailer. Shoot, did I just... Crap. I better back up. Okay, there we go. Yay, it's starting to rain. But yeah, we'll look at that here in just a second, hopefully. And if not, if we don't have access to it, I sincerely apologize, but we're gonna try. Backing in, backing in. Okay, good enough. Alright, excellent. Alright, got 4466. And did we just level up again? Yeah, we're up to level 3. Well, that was cool. Whoops. Continue. I want to do high value cargo again. Heck yeah. Why not? Let's see here. Just look at our progress graph. So there it shows our steady rise in experience. And yeah, that was what I was afraid of, darn it. The recruitment agency. We don't have access yet. Let's see. So what do we have? So we got 21,000. And we'll take a quick look at the job market. So yeah, so now we're getting up to, around 5,000 euros. So we're finally starting to command a better, command some more money here. So, so yeah. Well, I'm gonna take this job, and we will go from Frankfurt to Cologne in our next episode. So, guys, once again, I thank you very much for watching. Please, like the videos if you like what you're seeing. If you're just having fun sitting back, enjoying the ride, and enjoying my commentary, hopefully, my stories and anecdotes and opinions of the game and observations of Europe, please like my videos and subscribe, and I'm going to keep doing these at least for the foreseeable future, and hopefully we'll expand out into some other games. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.